cash flow before working capital changes. यहां तक सबको आ गया? कल जो हमने किया था प्रॉफिट में we add, what do we add in profit? Non-cash expense, non-operating expense, appropriations and provisions. Okay, and what do we deduct? Non-operating income. Now from that we get profit or cash flow before working capital changes. Now what are changes in working capital? We add from this decrease in current assets. Now what is this? Dhyan do please. You had with year, say 31/3/2016 and 31/3/2017 in the balance sheet, you are given stock 50,000 and 30,000. Now you can see over here from 50 it became 30, so there is a decrease of 20,000, decrease of 20,000. Because ये stock decrease हुआ, our cash flow increases. Understood this? Or this is 45,000. This becomes 65,000. Stock increases, so cash goes out. Understood this? So in this case, if it increases, we have to deduct. If current asset decreases, we have to add. I'll give one more example. Debtors. You had debtors of 1 lakh. Now debtors have become 40,000. It means what? 60,000 का पैसा मिल गया. Understood this? So any decrease in current asset, okay, we have to add. At the same time, we add increase in liabilities. Current liabilities. For example, creditors. Creditors थे 20,000. अब creditors हो गए 35,000. Liability बढ़ गया. Liability बढ़ गया. In this case, we have to add in this profit before working capital. कैसे? Exactly, liability increase हो गया, तो हमारे पास उतना पैसा आ गया. Okay, instead of paying money, we paid less money. We took more liability, so your cash flow has increased. Understood this? क्या doubt है? पता चल गया सबको? जैसे असेट डिक्रीज हुआ तो कैश इंक्रीज हुआ, वैसे लायबिलिटी अगर इंक्रीज होता है तो कैश भी इंक्रीज होता है. अंडरस्टूड दिस ऑल ऑफ यू? ओके, लेस इंक्रीज इन करंट असेट्स. से फॉर एग्जांपल अगेन स्टॉक 15,000 था, हो गया 45,000. कितना इंक्रीज हुआ? 30,000. तो इसको इंक्रीज करने के लिए our cash goes out. That's why we have to deduct. And then decrease in current liability. We had to pay to our creditors, say 1 lakh. Now our creditors are only 60,000. It means we have paid 40,000. So our cash goes out. याद रहेगा ये? कोई भी एक याद रखोगे तो भी पता चल जाएगा. Okay? Decrease in current asset, add. तो increase in current liability. ये decrease है तो ये increase है. ये asset है तो ये liability है. Less क्या हो जाएगा? इसका opposite. पर concept पता चला inflow outflow का. Okay. लिख लो. Do you know working capital? What is working capital? Current asset minus day-to-day use के लिए जो पैसा चाहिए, that is our working capital. So we can say current asset minus current liabilities. Now क्या होता है? ये अगर current asset decrease हुआ, तो working capital भी decrease हो जाएगा, यानी उतना पैसा रहेगा हमारे पास. Okay? Increase in current liability. क्या हो जाएगा? Increase in current liability हुआ तो working capital will again decrease. Working capital decrease हो जाएगा, current liability बढ़ेगा तो again we will have that much money in the business. Increase in current asset. Working capital increases. As working capital increases, your cash goes down. Understood this? Okay, and decrease in current liability. Current liability decrease हो गए तो working capital क्या हो जाएगा? Current liability decrease हुआ तो भी working capital increase हो जाएगा, तो our cash will go down. Understood this? This is how it is given in the textbook. तो simple फंडा ये याद रखना. स्टॉक का एग्जांपल याद रखना, बहुत सिंपल है. 50 था 30 हो गया तो 20 कन्वर्टेड इनटू कैश, ऐसा याद रखना. तो कैश इनफ्लो. गॉट इट? दैट्स द बेस्ट वे टू रिमेंबर दिस. ओके, स्टॉक 15 था 45 हो गया तो और खरीदना पड़ा तो कैश गोज आउट, ऐसा याद रखना. इफ देयर इज एनी कंफ्यूजन. लायबिलिटी अगर बढ़ गया, लायबिलिटी पे करना था 20, अब पे करना है 35, तो उतना पैसा बिजनेस में रह गया तो फायदा हो गया हमें, हमने कम पैसा दिया. और लायबिलिटी डिक्रीज हो गया तो वी हैव पेड आवर क्रेडिटर्स, सो कैश गोज आउट. ऐसे याद रखना. इज दिस क्लियर? ओके, नाउ लेट्स गो टू द सम. क्वेश्चन नंबर 16, पेज नंबर 286. From the following information, calculate cash flow from operating activities. Now be careful. Now 31/3/2017 is given and 31/3/2016 is given. So current year and previous year. Now profit and loss account 30 था, कितना हो गया? कितने से increase? 15,000. Okay. Depreciation 70 became 90. Goodwill 55 became 40. Stock 45 became 60. Debtors 90 became 50. अच्छा, सबको पता है ये स्टॉक करंट असेट है. लिखो स्टॉक के सामने CA लिखो, करंट असेट. डेटर्स के सामने भी करंट असेट. क्रेडिटर्स करंट लायबिलिटी. You can see current liability from 60 has become 40. तो इनफ्लो हुआ या आउटफ्लो हुआ? 60 पे करना था, अब कितना हो गया पे करना से? 40. तो 20 we have already paid, ऐसा assume करते. ओके, so cash goes out, तो ये लेस हो जाएगा. Decrease in current liabilities. Okay, then bills payable, current liabilities 20 से हो गया 70, तो increase या decrease? Add या less? Add. Okay. Prepaid expense, current asset. Then dividend received, interest paid and rent received. All three are non-operating. Dividend received, non-operating income. Interest paid, non-operating expense. Rent received, non-operating income. Got it? Make the format, write the heading first. Question 16. Page number 286. Proceed. Okay, लिखो. Closing balance of profit and loss account. $45,000 less opening balance of profit and loss account. $30,000. So 15,000 is profit of current year. Understood this? Understood this? 45 हो गया, 30 था, 45 हो गया, कितने का इंक्रीज हुआ? 50,000. Got it? Now we add. What do we add? Non-cash expense, non-operating expense, appropriations and provisions. टेक्स्ट बुक में इतना सारा नहीं लिखते, सिर्फ नॉन कैश लिखते हैं, बट मेरे हिसाब से वो गलत है कि नॉन कैश तो है, उसके बाद नॉन ऑपरेटिंग भी लिखते हैं ना. इंटरेस्ट पेड वी राइट ओवर हियर. द इंटरेस्ट पेड इज अ कैश एक्सपेंस, isn't it? But still we write, so we call it non operating. इसमें first we'll start with depreciation. Depreciation 70 से 90 हो गया. So कितना अमाउंट? करंट ईयर का डेप्रिसिएशन 20,000. You can write in bracket 90,000 minus 70,000. Goodwill. Now goodwill was 55 became 40. So goodwill written off 55,000 minus 40,000, which is 15,000. ये समझ में आ रहा है क्यों हम इसको ऐड कर रहे हैं? नाउ ये प्रॉफिट है तुम्हारा, उसमें डेप्रिसिएशन एंड एनीथिंग व्हिच इज रिटन ऑफ अमोर्टाइजेशन, तो ये दोनों नॉन कैश है. दैट्स व्हाई वी ऐड टू फाइंड आउट कैश प्रॉफिट. गॉट इट? नाउ इसके अलावा व्हाट डू वी हैव टू ऐड? इंटरेस्ट पेड. Why interest paid? Because it is non-operating expense. What type of expense is interest paid? Interest paid, what type of expense? Investing or financing? पैसा लिया तो interest pay करना पड़ेगा, तो पैसा लिया it is financing activity. समझ में आया? Now interest paid. How much interest we have paid? 3,000. Anything else we have? No. Okay. 20, 35, 30, 8,000. So 53,000. Less non-operating income. What are non-operating income over here? Dividend received. Amount is 2,000. अच्छा बच्चा लोग मुझे ये बताओ, ये डिविडेंड रिसीव नॉन ऑपरेटिंग है, तो ये कौन से टाइप का इनकम है? इन्वेस्टमेंट है. वेरी गुड. कि हमने कुछ शेयर्स लिया तो उसके ऊपर हमें डिविडेंड मिला. वेरी गुड. देन रेंट रिसीव्ड, ये कौन सा टाइप का है? इन्वेस्टिंग. वेरी गुड. 10,000. और कुछ भी नहीं है इसमें. 41,000. What is this 41,000? Profit, cash flow before वर्किंग कैपिटल. लिखते हैं यहाँ पे वर्किंग कैपिटल. वर्किंग कैपिटल चेंजेस. ऐड, हमेशा ऐड पहले. डिक्रीज इन करंट असेट्स. लेट्स चेक आउट द करंट असेट्स. स्टॉक इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज? स्टॉक इंक्रीज हुआ या डिक्रीज? इंक्रीज हुआ या डिक्रीज? इंक्रीज तो यहाँ पे आएगा 9. Okay. Debtors क्या हुआ? Decrease. So we write over here debtors. Amount is 40,000. फिर और कोई prepaid expense again decrease. Amount is 5,000. Got it? Then ध्यान दो, increase in current liabilities. What are the current liabilities over here? Creditors. Is it increase or decrease? Decrease हो गया current liabilities, तो नहीं आएगा. Bills payable increase. So write bills payable. Amount is 50,000. That's it. Total. Add 95,000. 1,36,000. Less increase in current asset. क्या है increase in current asset? कौन सा current asset increase हो गया? Stock by 15,000. Decrease in current liabilities. क्या डिक्रीज हो गया? क्रेडिटर्स 20,000. $35,000. What we are left is 1,01,000. This is our final cash flow from operating activities. Cash flow from operating activities. Actually इसके पहले इनकम टैक्स पेड भी आता है अगर तुमने फॉर्मेट लिखा हो तो. ओके, बट ये सब में नहीं है तो हमने उसको लिखा नहीं. Close it. 1,01,000. Come to page number 286. Question number 17. From the following information, calculate cash flow from operating activities. ध्यान देना please. Profit and loss account. General reserve. क्या हुआ general reserve? Increase हुआ. Is general reserve a cash transaction? It's a non-cash transaction. Okay. Then tax provision. It's a provision. Depreciation fund. Goodwill, you can see the changes in goodwill. So 38 से 27, so goodwill is written off. Then debtors 39 to 49 लिख दो current asset. Creditors current liability. Debtors क्या हो रहा है? 39 से हो गया 49, तो माइनस कर दो, माइनस लिख दो, माइनस. Creditors 29 से हो गया 39, तो कर दो प्लस. पता चल रहा है सबको? ओके. देन करंट लायबिलिटी प्लस, ऊपर करंट असेट माइनस. देन आउटस्टैंडिंग एक्सपेंस लायबिलिटी फ्रॉम 17 इट बिकेम 12. क्या करेंगे? 17 था, अब हो गया 12 माइनस करंट लायबिलिटी. एंड प्रीपेड एक्सपेंस 10 था, 14 असेट इंक्रीज हो गया तो माइनस करंट असेट. देन प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल ऑफ असेट क्या करेंगे? प्लस या माइनस? माइनस. प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल ऑफ असेट माइनस. लॉस ऑन सेल ऑफ फर्नीचर प्लस. इनकम ऑफ रेंट माइनस. इंटरेस्ट पेड ऑन डिबेंचर प्लस. and dividend payment plus. Understood this? Let's start the sum. Closing balance of profit and loss account. $60,000. Opening balance of profit and loss account. For 25,000. $35,000 profit of current year. ये loss भी हो सकता है, isn't it? If it is loss, you write in bracket. Got it? Not necessarily always profit. Then add non-cash expense, non-operating expense, appropriation, and provisions. We start with general reserve. $45,000 minus $35,000, $10,000. Tax provision, taxation provision, important, please ध्यान दो बोर्ड पे. Now ये जो tax provision है, ये कितना था at the beginning of the year? 48,000. तो whenever beginning of the year provision दिया है, तो क्या ये पूरा साल तक pending रहेगा? Will we pay only 10,000 or we have to pay full 48,000 to government? Full 48,000 to government. यानी 31/3/16 में जो closing 48 था, वो 16-17 ईयर में हमने उसको पे कर दिया, और ये साल we again made a provision of 38,000. Understood this? Understood this? 31st मार्च को मैंने प्रोविजन क्रिएट किया, फिर 31st मार्च के बाद मैंने वो पैसा गवर्नमेंट को पे कर दिया, तो उसका बैलेंस 0 हो गया. फिर करंट ईयर के लिए आई हैव टू मेक अ प्रोविजन ऑन 31st मार्च. सो टैक्स प्रोविजन में यू डोंट सी द डिफरेंस. इज दिस क्लियर? You have to see how much provision we created in the current year. We created a provision of 38,000. Important. Be careful. Next. समझायू भाई? Okay. Then depreciation fund. Amount is 42 minus 32. So further depreciation of 10,000. Goodwill, written off 38,000 minus 27,000, 11,000. Debtors, creditors, outstanding expense, prepaid expense are changes in working capital later. Now we start adding non-operating expenses. Loss on sale of furniture, $8,000. Interest paid on debenture, $32,000. Dividend payment, $10,000. Interest payment and dividend payment will go to financing activity. financing activity as cash outflow. तो यहाँ ऐड कर देंगे और वहाँ पे माइनस. Full-fledged sums are not in your syllabus. When you do full-fledged sums, तुम यहाँ पे इसको करोगे add और वहाँ पे इसको करोगे subtract. So you are classifying activities in the business into different categories. What is operating, what is investing, and what is financing. Understood this? Now, next one. हो गया ये सब? Okay, total 1,19,000. Total is 1,54,000 less non-operating income. Now, non-operating income is profit on sale of asset. $15,000. Income of rent. $48,000. That's it. Total 63,000. Net is 91,000. This is profit, cash flow before working capital changes. And decrease in current asset. Now, कौन सा करंट असेट डिक्रीज हुआ? एक भी नहीं है. ओके, डिक्रीज इन करंट असेट डैश, कोई भी नहीं है. इंक्रीज इन करंट लायबिलिटीज, क्या इंक्रीज हुआ करंट लायबिलिटी? क्रेडिटर्स इंक्रीज फ्रॉम 29 to 39. Creditors 10,000. Then outstanding expense decrease. That's it. Only creditors. Okay. Total 10,000. 1,01,000 less increase in current asset. कौन सा करंट असेट है हमारे पास जो इंक्रीज हुआ? डेटर्स. अमाउंट इज 10,000. प्रीपेड एक्सपेंस 10 से 14 हो गया, 4,000. Decrease in current liabilities. Outstanding expense. Outstanding expense amount is 5,000. That's it. Subtract 19,000. 82,000 less. What less? What less? Income tax जो at the beginning था 48,000, उसको हमने पे कर दिया, ऐसा assume किया. Okay, when you will do advanced sums, full-fledged sums, तो इसके लिए इसका वर्किंग करना पड़ता है, उनके अकाउंट्स बना के फाइंड करना पड़ता है कितना टैक्स दे हैव पेड. Because you have created a provision, then income tax will be assessed and accordingly tax will be paid, which can be more, which can be less. ये सब complications आते हैं ये चैप्टर में. अभी के लिए ऐसा assume करते हैं जितना beginning था उतना हमने पे कर दिया. So less income tax paid. 48,000. So cash flow from operating activities. $34,000. Illustration 7. From the following information and balance sheet of 2 years of Nero Company, calculate cash flow from operating activities. Now a proper balance sheet is given. इसमें we have to see only operating activities. यानी हमें शेयर होल्डर फंड में शेयर कैपिटल से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. शेयर कैपिटल कहाँ पे आएगा? कौन सी एक्टिविटी में? फाइनेंसिंग में आएगा. फाइनेंसिंग, हम शेयर्स देके के पैसा लेते हैं. ओके, नाउ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट, यू कैन सी 3 लाख से हो गया 4,50,000 इंक्रीज. कीप दिस इन माइंड. 12% डिबेंचर. नाउ again debenture is there, so we should ignore it ideally, but 12% is given. What is this 12%? It is interest which we have to pay, which is paid from our profit and loss, so it will be an adjustment. We'll see later. Current liability, bank overdraft. Do we have to take bank overdraft? No, because it's part of your cash and cash equivalent, so we have to ignore bank overdraft. Is this clear? Okay. Then trade payable creditors, क्या हो रहा है? 90 था 60 हो गया. We will add or we will subtract. 90 था, 90 पे करना था, अब 60 हो गया तो 30 we have paid. So minus होगा ना? Okay. Then शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजन, ध्यान देना प्लीज, नया पॉइंट है प्रपोज डिविडेंड का. नाउ शॉर्ट टर्म प्रोविजन में एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द ईयर प्रपोज डिविडेंड वाज 30,000 and now it is 50,000. Can I say there is an assumption that this 30,000 is paid during the year? प्रपोज किया, प्रोविजन क्रिएट किया और हमने उसको ड्यूरिंग द ईयर पे कर दिया. फिर नया प्रपोज किया 50,000 का, तो 50,000 को ऐड करना पड़ेगा and 30,000 we are assuming that we have paid during the year, तो उसको भी ऐड करना पड़ेगा. समझ में आया? समझ में आया? Because dividend paid is a financing activity. Okay, keep this in mind or you mark it over there. Star बना लो कि आएगा. Tax provision, 50,000 will come with the assumption that 40,000 is paid during the year. तो इसको बाद में रिकॉर्ड करेंगे 40 को. Now, non-current asset में fixed asset, tangible, intangible, but no information of depreciation is given. No information is given regarding writing off because you can see that intangible assets are actually increasing. Okay, so we ignore both of them, cross कर दो. But we have current asset 2 lakh and 3 lakh. 3 lakh था, 2 lakh हो गया, तो we have to add. Very good. Now there is additional information. Interim dividend paid 20,000. What is interim dividend? Dividend paid during the year. Again, it is our financing activity. तो इसको यहाँ से profit से निकालना पड़ेगा. तो we have to add in profit. Understood this? Okay. And then new debentures are issued at the end of the year. Now come to debentures. ऊपर 2 lakh था, 3 lakh हो गया, तो ये extra 1 lakh कब हमने issue किया? At the end of the year. यानी extra 1 lakh पे कोई भी interest देना नहीं है, पर 2 lakh पे interest देना पड़ेगा. 2 lakh का 12% is 24,000. So this is the interest on debenture which we pay, which is financing activity. So we have to add it back to our profit. Is this clear, all of you? Okay, let's start the sum. Closing balance. Closing balance. of profit and loss account. Closing balance of profit and loss account was 4,50,000 less opening balance of profit and loss account amount is 3 lakh 1,50,000 profit of the year or profit of current year. Add non-cash expense, non-operating expense, appropriation, and provisions. We start one by one. तो पहले हम बैलेंस शीट में से ही चालू करते हैं. We start with 12% debentures. That will be easier कि हम कुछ भी miss out नहीं करें. Okay, so interest on debentures. Is it a non-cash or non-operating? समझ में आ रहा है ना दोनों का डिफरेंस? Okay, very good. Interest on debentures 2 lakh पे 12%, 24,000. Proposed dividend. Only proposed dividend we will add back, which is 50,000. जो पे किया वो कहाँ जाएगा? It will go to financing activity. Okay. Then taxation provision. $50,000. And then interim dividend paid 20,000. 1,44,000. 2,94,000. Less. Do we have any non-operating income? No, we don't have non-operating income. Dash 2,94,000. Profit cash flow before working capital changes. Add. Now, what do we have to add? We have decrease in current asset. Decrease in current assets. What do we have decrease in current assets? Amount is 1 lakh. 3 lakh से हो गया 2 lakh. So we realized 1 lakh. Then increase in current liabilities dash 1 lakh. 3,94,000 less increase in current asset dash and decrease in current liabilities We have trade payable creditors. What's the decrease? 30,000. So 30,000. 3,64,000 less. What less? Okay. Tax paid. Opening कितना था? Provision for tax 40,000. So we assume 40,000 is paid. 3,24,000. Cash flow from operating activities.